Hello and welcome everyone. So in the series of Java Basics we have learned about operators. So in my previous video I have already explained you what are the operators and their type. So today I am going to give detailed information about the operator. In the previous video I have told there are 8 type of operators that we are using in our normal day-to-day Java programming. So let's see. Today I am going to tell you in very detail. So starting I am going to start with arithmetic operators, and later we will go to ternary and then shift operator. So let's jump into our IDE and I will tell you how we can do in a coding. So let's get started. I have one Java project, and inside Java project I got one source folder. Inside I am going to create one package called com.variables.java. Now inside this, after creating my package, I will create one class that is called learn variables. I'm going to name it learn not variables operators. So here in this, before jumping anything, I'm going to declare one main method, and after that we are going to start. So here I am going to put one variable int something like a and its value something like 10, right? And after that I am going to again put one variable and I am going to put its value something like 20, right? So I have declared two int variable with value 10 and 20, and in this I am going to use arithmetic operator that you can see here is something like we are having 4 to 5 arithmetic variable. Let's see what we can do here. Now I am going to put the first operator in arithmetic, that is star or multiplication, asterisk, right? So let me show you. I will put some values inside our system dot out dot println, and here I am going to put asterisk a asterisk b, something like that. And here we will see, we will run our program and we will see the output. So here if you will see the output clearly, you can see it is saying 200. It means it has multiplied our value a and b. So output is 200, and asterisk here is used for the multiplication. Now the second operator in the arithmetic is like division of two number. Now let me divide this two number and I will show you what will be the output. Let's run and we may face some issue. So it is saying it is 0. Why 0? Because 10 is not divisible by 20. That is why it is giving output like 0. So let me make b divided by a and it will give something like 2. So here you can see that 2 is something resultant came after the dividing b by a. Now the third one is we are having percentage. Why do we use percentage? Let's see and we will come to the result. Now we are running it and we'll see. So it will come something like 0. Now why it is coming 0? So here let me give some values something like that. 20 divided by 10. So 20, whenever 20 is divided by 10, so its output something comes like 2, but remainder while dividing comes like 0. So here whenever we are using percentage symbol here, so always remainder is printed. So remainder for dividing two number is like 0 here, and in case we are dividing it, it will come 2, that we have seen previously. Now the third thing that we are seeing here is plus symbol. So how this plus symbol is going to work, that I am going to show you again. So as it is very normal, and you know why we are using plus symbol, just for dividing, just for addition of two number. So here it will come 30, and another symbol in that operator of arithmetic we are having minus, that is used for the that is used for the doing minus 1 and 2. Simply it's a subtraction and we are going to run it. So here you can see output is 10. Now the next we are jumping into, that is a ternary operator, right? So ternary operator, let me show you. So here you can see two symbols. First is question mark and another one is a semicolon. And how we are going to use that? Mostly this is used to return true or false, right? So let me show you how we can use it. So if you know the B is greater than A, it means here 20 is greater than 10. So what we are going to make it? Let's see. So here I am going to make something like, first condition we are going to check A is less than B, and after that I am going to make something like question mark here, and after that I am going to say A colon B, and we are done with declaring our ternary operator, right? So what will happen? Let me show you here. So here I am going to define int bigger value. So let's see, right? Now don't worry about even it is a bigger value or a smaller value, don't worry about this, and let me print this bigger value here, and what it will come after that I am going to explain. Now let's run this program and we will see something like it is saying 10. Why it is saying 10? Whether it is not a bigger value. So don't worry about this variable that we have declared. So here it is saying A is less than B, it is true, right? So this condition says yes, A is less than B. So in case if A is less than B, then this condition will be printed. In case this is false, this condition will be printed, right? Now let's see. Here I am going to make it A is bigger than B, means 10 is bigger than 10, 10 is bigger than 20 or not, it will say no, 10 is lesser than 20, right? So here B is printed. In case if, so in a simple understanding, in case this condition becomes false, we are going to print this value, that is B. In case this becomes true, we are going to print this value. Simple, it is returning boolean, nothing else, right? Now we are done with ternary operators. Now we are having next step that I am going to tell you. Those are called shift operators. And how we are using shift operators, let me show you something like this. So here first shift operator that I am going to tell you is left shift operator, right? So how we can see left shift operator, something like that. I am going to put system, something like system.out.println. Now here I am putting this value and I am going to make it 10, not 10, where I am going to put A, and here I am going to put 2. Now let's see what is happening. So first time when we are using left shift operator, here I will run and I will show you what is the output. So here output is coming like 20, and why is coming like 20 I will show you in the detail, right? So let me show you why it is coming 20. So here I am commenting this line, and here it is simply written then 10 left shift operator 2. So it is coming 40. So how it is working? Something like 10, it is like multiplied, we are multiplying it by 2 to the power 2. This is how it is working. And the next step is something like 10 multiplied by 4. So here it is coming like 40. So output comes here is 40, and let me run this. What it says? Again I am going to make some more changes and I will print what will the value in case we are doing 3 there, right? So here something like I am going to show you in case we are making it 3, and again we are going to run it and we will see what is the coming. So here it is coming like 80. How it is again working? Now let me show you. It is very simple. I will copy from here and I will show you. So this is how it is working. So here it will come like 10 multiplied by 2 to the power 3, and 2 to the power 3 is equals to 8. So the output comes like 80. Perfect? Yes, it is perfect only. Now next step, I am going to tell you about the right shift operator. Here you can see the right shift operator and how it will work. Now let me make some changes in the right shift operator, and here I am going to print. Let's see what will be the output. Now I am going to run this and we'll see. So here it is coming like 2 and here it is coming like 1. And why is that happening? So let me show you. Whenever we are using right operator, operations work like something like 10 divided by 2, right? And here also 10 divided by 2. So here we are not going to use multiplication, and here it will be divided something like 2 to the power 4, and here it will be divided by 8. So here if you will see 10 is divided by 4, of course we will get 2 as a divisor, and remainder will also be something like 2, right? So here 2 is that coming is a resultant whenever we are dividing 10 by 4. So here let me show you with the help of our diagram, right? So I will show you something like we are having a value called 10. Here if you can see properly, let me increase its size. So 10, whenever 10 is divided by any number called like you say 2. So what becomes the, we are dividing it like 5 times. So here something comes like, here it comes 5 and it becomes something like 10, and we are doing the subtraction, and after that the final input that comes here is 0. Right? So here it comes like 0. So whenever we are using right shift operator, then it gives the value of 5, right? That is the something we are seeing here. So here whenever 10 is divided by 4, it is coming like 2. It is not the remainder. Same happens with the 3. So what will happen? 10 divided by 2 to the power 3, that is 8. And whenever t is divided, the quotient part that comes is like 1. So here quotient is coming like 1, if you can see in the console. Now why it is everywhere? If we are seeing everywhere, it is 2 to the power 2 or 2 to the power 3. So it is simply we are doing decimal to our binary, and from the binary we are checking all these stuff, and after that we are getting those values as a decimal. So this is how right shift operator work while dividing. Now we are having the third operator, that is called unsigned shift, right? So how we are using it? Now let's see, in case I want to do something like unsigned shift, so how I can do, right? So I am having one value int, so I am going to put it like b, and 10 to the power I am going to put unsigned shift like 3 times. So in the unsigned I am going to put something like this, and we are done with declaring our variable. Now let me show you what is going to be the system.out.println, and here I am going to print b. Now let's see the output. So here output comes same like the 2 right shift operator. Whenever it is divided by, whenever we are using it, it comes like 2. And why it is coming 2, I will show you how it comes. So 2 to the power 4, here it comes like something 2 to the power, we are doing it 10, and then we are dividing it with the help of 2 to the power 2, and here it comes the 10 divided by 4 and value comes something like 2, right? But now let me show you how the things are working internally. So I will print one more value here and I will show you how the 10 is printed in the binary form. So B, and here we are having one class called integer dot to binary string. This method will change our decimal value something like a to binary numbers, right? Now let me run this program and it will show you. So here it is coming like 10, 10, 10. So this is the true value of 10 into a binary form. So 10 is a decimal here, but if you have learned about two things in the variable that I was telling, the initial capacity of the total capacity of any integer is 8 bytes. 8 byte means 12 bits. So it is something like we are having 0 0 and 0 0, right? So here we are seeing this, we are dividing it into the 32 bits, right? So let me make something more, and here I am going to make it 8 times, 1 2 3 4, and here 8 times. So here the thing that is printed is not only 1 0 0 0, but whereas we are seeing it is like this in original. Now if I will do the value something like minus, so if you will see the output will be, now let me declare one more variable. I will do something like int c is equals to minus 10, right? Again I am going to print the value of c and we will see the difference between a and c. So here I am going to print this value and how the value comes. So here if you will see, so it is the value that you can see, it is also 32 bit. Let me print that here and I will show you how the integer are divided. So I will divide it into 4 parts, 8 parts, something like this, and this, and this here, and we are done. So like you can see, we are properly seeing 32 bits, right? Yes. Now if you will notice here one thing, that the value has been started something like here from 0, and in the minus number it has been started from 1. Here it is a signal that whenever there is a positive number, the value will start from 0. Whenever there is a negative number, it will be changed from 1. Now what this 2 is doing? So 2 is doing, why we are calling it shift operator. So whenever we are doing it 2, it means it is saying you shift these 2 operator, it means remove it, right? So in the left or right, whenever it is saying right shift operator and 2, it means from the right side we are removing two things, and those we are shifting here, something like that. It should not exceed more than 32 bits. Same like whenever someone is saying shift it 2 with the left. So here if you will see, we are shifting operator with the left, it means we are moving it 2 from the left side, and again we are adding something like here 0 0. So here no need to worry, every time you are removing any left or right, you have to start them with the 0. It is from right or left, no matter, but it should maintain order of 32. But this is something like internal working of our shift operator, that is in detail, you no need to understand. Here things are very simple. Now I have one minus 10. Now I am going to perform another thing that is called D, and that I will perform for here, something like I am putting D, and I will perform this for the minus 10. Now forget about this, and I am going to perform for this D. Now let me print some more values, and I am going to print it to something like, I am going to print the value of D here, right? So let me show you D also I am going to change the value to D. Now let's run and we'll see. Right, you can see here clearly the two values is shifted from the right. You can see two valued are less, and here the value after shifting we are having this value, that is nothing but the calculation of this into the decimal. So whenever you will change these things into the decimal, output will become like this, right? In case you are still confused, I'm going to cut this and I'm going to remove this, and here I'm going to make something like this. Now let's run and we'll see the value of D. So value of D here has come like something this. It is total of 34, and two zeros are not coming because they are added in the front, means left side. And here if you can see, whenever we are changing this binary data into the decimal, value comes like into the integer form. So this is the decimal number. I hope you have understood the binary shift and binary shift. Here the shift operators also right, left, and this is called something like, this operator that we are calling is something like unsigned shift. And if you will see, the value for the positive number is 2. Let me print the value for the positive number, right? So I will show you how the value is working like. Let me print. So here you see, it is for the positive number, it is working like same right shift operator, but for the negative it is working differently. So this is same like this only, right shift operator for the positive number, but for the negative number it is bit different. I hope you have understood it, how these things are working, and we are done with our three type of operators. Those are ternary operators, arithmetic and shift. In case you people are having any problem, comment it out in the comment section. Bye bye. Thank you.